Hey book baddies, it's your girl Tia, and this is my July hopefuls. Okay, so I am trying to do a challenge. I'm trying to challenge myself this month. I am trying to read 6 books on my physical TBR, 3 books from Kindle Unlimited, and then 2 books from the library. Reason why I picked 6 from my physical TBR is because this whole shelf is books I have not read but brought. These top 3 shelves are all books that I've read. So I am really trying to tackle this physical TBR. However, I know I get bored reading physical books sometimes. So I like to switch to my Kindle. That's why I picked some Kindle reads. And then I'm also trying to support the library. So I brought some library books. But let's get into the books for my physical TBR first. So coming up first is The Other Black Girl. Newsflash, I literally just finished this book before I started recording. So I'm already off to a good start. I just finished this book. So apparently what this book is about is this girl, she's the only black girl at this editorial business that they have where they work and edit people's books or whatever, and she's the only black girl there. Then one day a new black girl named Hazel comes, and Hazel's getting all this attention. She's like, wait a second, why is she getting all this attention? What's going on? Like, y'all forgetting all about me? Like, how is she just like taking my spot like that? So then we see how Hazel ends up becoming her biggest op, right? So I did like this book. I am going to do a full review on it, so go check out my TikTok to see my book review on it. But I just finished this already, so this is the top book that was on my TBR, so we're already off to a good start. The next book I want to read is Fourth Wing. I've heard too many good things about this book. I've heard this is like a top fantasy book. I'm not really a fantasy girly, so me reading it is definitely going to be interesting. What I gathered from the summary in the back is that it's about this girl who lives a quiet life, and then her mom wants her to go to become a dragon rider, so she's dealing with that, and I think it has a little bit of romance in here. I'm not pretty sure. So I guess, I mean, I'm not really a fantasy girly. I did start this book. I got up to like around here. This book is pretty thick, so it may take a girl a little while to get to it, but this is second on my TBR today. The third book on my TBR is Keeping 13. I'm really excited to read this book because I read the first book a while ago. Even though these books are long, like, do you guys see how thick it is? It's very thick. Even though it's long, I am excited to kind of dive into the story more. So this book is about continuing on from Johnny and Shannon's love story. If you did not read the first book, skip to when I'm talking about the next book. But this is about Johnny and Shannon's love story. Apparently this is seeing how Johnny's recovering from the injury he had, and at the last book of the first book we saw how Shannon was battling the stuff with her family. So it's a continuation for them. I'm really excited. I got this edition from Target. Everyone asks, I got it from Target. Like, I can't wait to read into this. Now the audiobook is saying the first part is, which is half of the book, is 17 hours. 17 hours. So it may take me a while to read this, but I want to get through it this month. The next book I want to read is The Art of Loving You. Now, I'm having iffy emotions about this book. The book itself sounds amazing. First of all, it's about Danny and Micah. Apparently, their mutual friend, Tanya, dies. I think Tanya. She passes away, so then they end up having to reconnect and have a second chance romance, I believe. Now, this sounds so interesting. I can't wait to read it. My only downfall about this book is that there's not an audiobook out. If you guys don't know, I am an immersive reader to the core. I need the book and I need the audiobook, both. I cannot read it just on my own because then it's going to take me years. So I need that audiobook. So there's not an audiobook out on this book, so I don't know if I'm going to get to it. I'm going to try to, but this is gonna be one of the reads I'm looking forward to reading. The next book I want to read is None of This Is True. I have read Lisa Jewell's what is it called? Then She Was Gone. It's over there on my shelf. I love that book. That's a 5-star read. I recommend it to everyone. So I'm really excited to read this one. I'm just gonna read the back of it and summarize it a little bit. So apparently Alex and Josie, they find out they have the same birthday and they're birthday twins, both turning 45. A few days later, Alex and Josie bump into each other outside of Alex's children's school. Josie has been listening to Alex's podcast and she thinks that she may be an interesting subject for a series. She is, and she tells Alex on the cusp of great changes in her life. Josie's life appears to be strange and complicated, although Alex finds her unsettling. She can't quite resist the temptation to keep going on with the project. Slowly, she starts to realize that Josie is hiding some very dark secrets, and before she knows it, Josie has unveiled her way into Alex's life and her home. But as she quickly arrives, Josie's fear disappears. Only then does Alex discover that Josie has left a terrifying legacy in her wake, and that Alex has become the subject of her own crime podcast, with her life and her family lives in grave danger. I'm so excited to read this book. I really am. So I really want to read this. Again, when I finish reading all these books, I post book reviews on BookTok, so make sure you guys follow me on BookTok and on Bookstagram, because I both be posting the reviews on there as well. And the last book on my physical TBR is Heated Rivalry. Guys, I have a list. I cannot say this word for life for me. This is supposed to be enemies to lovers, I believe. Two guys who are on different hockey teams who are basically hate each other and they end up falling in love. I'm really excited for this one as well. So these are all the physical books on my TBR, and now let's get into the Kindle books. Okay, you guys, so for the first book on my Kindle, I have the books here, but I'm reading like what they're about on my phone. So the first book is I Want to Read is Soul Ties by Miss Cadence. I'm trying to look and see what the book is about. It's really just seeing that it's a love at first sight, instant connection between two people that binds them together mentally, spiritually, and physically. It doesn't really say much about what the book is really about, so I guess I'm just gonna experience it as I go. Next book is August Lane by Regina Black. This is supposed to be a southern small town romance. Okay, so for August Lane, I am trying to, it's a lot. So it's about. However, what I'm gathering for is a southern small town romance about someone who was a country singer. It is black, I believe. So, black women's voices in country music, yeah. So, I'm very excited to read it. I've heard very good things. I've seen this book suggested so many times. So many times. So, I'm really excited to read that as well. Then the next book I am reading, which is going to be the last one for my Kindle, is Till Summer Do Us Part by Megan Quinn. I believe this is to this girl, she's trying to impress her boss, and she told her boss that she was married, and then now she's trying to like be married for the summer, I believe. I don't really know, but I'm really excited to read the book. Now, in regards to the library, I have not gone to the library yet to pick out the 2 books that I want to read for the month. However, that will probably be in the next vlog. You guys will see me going to the library and picking that out. So we shall see from there. But make sure you guys follow me on BookTok, follow me on Bookstagram. Make sure you also subscribe to the channel. Make sure you comment. Tell me what books you guys are reading for July. And I cannot wait to see you baddies in the next video. Thank you guys. Love you. Mwah.